Good morning, children. Today we will start the new chapter of history after the Mauryas. In the previous chapters, we have studied about the Mauryan dynasty and the life in towns and cities. Now, in this chapter, we will study some dynasties after the Mauryas. First of all, let's discuss the Sungas. In 185 BCE, Pushyamitra Sunga founded the Sunga dynasty after defeating the last Mauryan king Brihadrath. Pushyamitra fought the Bactrian invasions from the northwest and also performed the Ashwamedh Yagna in celebration of his supremacy. The Sungas ruled for about 112 years and were succeeded by the Kanvas. Now the Kanvas dynasty. The Kanva dynasty ruled the region around Magdha from 72 BCE to 27 CE. Around this time, many smaller kingdoms who were earlier aligned with the Mauryans declared their independence. One such prominent kingdom was Kalinga during the reign of King Kharavela, who assumed the title of Chakravarti. Tamilakam lay south of Krishna River in South India. It was ruled by the Cholas, Cheras and the Pandyas. The Sangam literature is an important source of information about these dynasties. This period in the history of Tamilakam is thus known as the Sangam age. The Sangam texts. The Sangam texts are the original work of Tamil literature available to us today. They tell us about the society and culture of that period. The three kingdoms of Tamilakam. Three major Tamil kingdoms existed during the Sangam age: the Cholas, the Cheras, and the Pandyas. These were popularly known as Movendar. First of all, let's discuss the Cholas. The Chola kingdom, also known as Chola Mandalam, was located between the Pennar and the Velar rivers. Its capital was at Puhar, presently Kaveri Patnam. It came to limelight in circa 200 BCE when its ruler Ilara conquered Sri Lanka and ruled it for 50 years. Another important ruler was Karikela. The Cholas maintained a large and strong navy which sailed right up to the mouth of Ganga. The Chola kingdom flourished and was powerful from 200 CE to 400 CE. Later, they were defeated by the Pandyas and the Cheras. The Cholas regained their power and rose to become one of the most prominent empires of early medieval period. Next is Cheras. Cheras were also known as Kerala Putra. The Cheras ruled over the present day state of Kerala and only a small part of Tamil Nadu. The Cheras had their capital at Vanji. It was a prosperous kingdom. It maintained trade relations with other kingdoms and civilizations. Some important Chera rulers were Nedam Cheralatham, who is said to have fought with Cholas and Pandyas, captured a Roman fleet and even invaded northern India. The Cheras pursued trade with Rome and Egypt. This kingdom too declined in the 2nd century CE. The next kingdom is the Pandyas. The Pandyas kingdom was a prosperous kingdom known for its pearls. Its capital was Madurai. It had trade relations with the Romans. The Pandya rulers and the people revered the Vedic rituals and held the Brahmins in high esteem. Nedunjali II was the greatest of the Pandya kings. He defeated a confederacy of the Cholas and Cheras near Tiruvarur. Agriculture was the main occupation and the chief crop were rice, cotton, ragi, sugarcane, pepper, ginger, turmeric, cardamom, cinnamon, etc. weaving, shipbuilding, metal working, carpentry, rope making, ornament making, making of ivory products, etc., were some of the handicrafts which were widely practiced. Spices, gold, precious stones, pearls, and fine muslin and silk cloth were exported to Europe, West Asia, Southeast Asia, and China.